Ladies and gentlemen, here I have a conversion to show you. As you guys know that I have been working on converting a O to a Cessna Skymaster rode-in kit in 1/32 scale into a Cessna 337 Skymaster, which is a civil version of it. Uh, the one of the things that needs to be addressed, which I figure is important, is to show how I converted the rear engine cowl flaps both on the left side and right side from O2A to Cessna 337 Skymaster, the civil version of it. And the reason why I did that, because the military version has bigger cowl flaps, they are more squarish, they are much more bigger, versus the ones on the 337 or O2B, which is also a variant of a civil aircraft in the military style. As you can see on the 337, the door is shorter in thickness. So what I did is I actually took the parts off from the sprue, then cleaned the edges up, all of them. Also, I cleaned the inside, the frame of the cowling on the fuselages on both parts, because there was a lot of flash and that flash needs to be cleaned out. I used the number 11 blade of my X-Acto knife to do that. And afterwards, what I test placed these parts inside the frames of the fuselage on the rear cowls, and the frames, like these parts, fit in nicely. I mean, there's a bit more curve on the bottom on one of the edges there, and it was kind of difficult to place them. So I was thinking, like, how do I do this conversion? Either I use my measuring pad here and do the slicing of the part off the fuselage, or I do it on the fuselage. So when I placed them in the fuselage, I looked at them from both inside and outside. As you can see, this is the inside part of it. Let me zoom this for you. So this is the inside part of it. As you can see, there are these fairings that come off, like just triangle edges. So the part fit in very nicely, and I had no issues with that. And afterwards, what I did is I used the labeling tape, which I have for making the panel lines, and I cut the piece of it and put it on the outside. As you can see, and once I did that, and I also did the same thing on the back, so the alignment is perfect and the door flushes with the fuselage nice and evenly. I thought about it, and I was gonna actually, use my number 11 blade to make those cuts there, to make the proper slice, proper thickness, because there's a panel line here and then there's a panel line on the back here on the cowls. And so I mean, I matched the part with that. But instead of that, then I thought, okay, why not I use my Tamiya cement and just barely glued the bottom part, like this shiny part that you see. This is all glue here, so I used the brush and lightly glued all the bottom part, and this part stays with the fuselage. It becomes part of the fuselage now. So so after I did that, and I let it dry for a bit, and once both sides were dried on the left side and also on the right side, then I, instead of using my number 11 blade, I actually went and got my scriber. Now this is it's not the Alpha scriber, but this is a Chinese version of it. I got this from Amazon like last year, or I think even a year before. So what I did is I started scoring here on this edge here by using the edge of this tape to make it nice straight cut. And that's exactly, if you see, I'll zoom it for you. that's exactly how it turned out. So when I use this knife here, I start scoring it and just let the score build up into a panel line, and then what, and as that panel line got deeper and deeper, it was actually taking the material off and it was giving me nice and straight cut. So I kept on doing that until I went all the way through the plastic, the thickness of the plastic, which is about a millimeter. And then I came on the back side and I actually put a line there. I just so I can pick up the back end too. And that helped me go through the plastic on the from the top part, and this is how it turned out though. As you can see, the oops, sorry, it just fell off. As you can see, here's the new the flap door. This is the back side of it, and there's a bit of that triangle edge there on the inside, which I'm going to make it on the bottom here too. I'll take this tab off, and so this is the new part, and it fits very nicely, as you can see, inside the new frame of the door, like that. There. Now there is it's not fully aligned right now, but I'll try to make it. There you go, and show it to you. And I mean, there's this gap here. I'll use a fillet, plastic fillet, and fill that gap up. I'll actually glue it onto the bottom piece here versus the top, because what I'm doing is I'm planning to open the cowl flap door just enough that the inside of the engine can be seen from the outside, because I do plan on putting the engine in on one of these two Skymasters that I'm making, which will be the after version, how I anticipate to show the public how the iHero Skymaster would look like. So I mean, they're like open. I think this is even too much, but I think this is how much they open on the full scale aircraft, just to get the hot air out. And so I mean, that's enough, I guess, to show inside the fuselage, how the engine's going to be in there. I mean, it's hard for me to turn this around with my hand the way it is, but you know what I mean. I mean, you can see my finger inside there, and then the engine is gonna be in the back here, so I'm pretty much sure, it can be seen. And that's the whole idea, to make, kind of a semi-open position, the cowl flap doors on both sides. So I hope you guys like this, and I'm not all done doing this conversion, but this is the major part of it. And I'll do the same thing on the, sorry about that, I'll do the same thing on the right side. And all I'm gonna do is, I'll just show it to you. I'm gonna take this right from this edge. I'll start scribing a line onto the other end. So from there to there. So that's how I'm gonna go. And I'll just keep scoring, and it'll keep getting deeper and deeper, and it'll cut through eventually. So this is how I did it, and I hope you guys like it, and you can see why it's important to do it, and it's part of the conversion. Since this is an O2 aircraft, as I mentioned in one of my other videos, the earlier videos, that I'm gonna leave the door with this clear part on, because I plan on getting O2 door and put it on the full-scale aircraft, so at least we'll have this part open for photographers and mappers, and if somebody else gonna hire the aircraft for mapping purposes or photographing purposes, they can actually see through the door and get the aerial footage of of the area they're gonna be mapping through. But since our aircraft doesn't have this window, I'll fill this up with a clear plastic window, which is right there, and then I'll just paint it over. Like I'll put a like a filler on it, finish it off, clean it, and put the filler on it. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and let me know in the comments below what you think, and more videos will be coming as I make the progress on this project. Take care, have a nice day, bye bye.